Welcome. It is the end of the year. It is December 2025. Can you believe it?
You know what?
Like,
Honestly, I'm ready for this funky year to go. So
how
let's
quick
get
did
into
this
the.
year come and go, though? Like, seriously.
It came and went, but for me, did you love 20? How did you feel about 2025?
2025 for me wasn't the worst. I've had worse years. It was actually a year of, I was uncomfortable a lot this year, but also comfortable in the same sense. So it was so weird. But I did a lot of things. I put myself in a lot of different rooms and a lot of different spaces that were unfamiliar, all for the betterment of my future. So 2025, I would say, was very, I don't know, I would say eventful or just I don't know. It was curious. Like I saw a lot of different things, and it was a lot of planting. I would say that I did a lot of planting seeds
Okay,
for 2025 that should be growing
got
2026.
got
Yeah.
you.
hmm How
Hmm.
about you? How do you feel? What is it? What
Um.
did 2025 do for you?
Well, perseverance. It just taught me perseverance because sometimes a lot of times this year, I felt like I was trying and trying and trying, but there was like friction with a lot of things.
Mhm.
Um, I know we're talking. It's not exactly about dream body, but like just friction in my like love life and like career related things and stuff. And it's like I'm trying so hard. So I think, and maybe it's taught me to trying hard doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get
Yeah, that you're
results
gonna
you
get
want.
results.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
sometimes you just have to let it breathe and let things happen. Um,
Mhm.
so
That's
going
good.
into 2026, you know me, I'm type A, so I'm not gonna ever not like
Okay.
be on top of things, but just to give some more room for things to breathe. Yeah, yeah. And
Okay.
I'm hoping that like them seeds that I've sown
Yeah.
bloom into some more stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We got to water them. So that's what we're going to be doing for 2026. And that's what this whole situation is about today. We want to kind of like talk about exactly what 2025 did for us in the physical realm, as far as in fitness, what we gathered from that. And then also what we would like to continue to do or stop or just see more of going into 2026,
Mhm.
right? Just like you say, perseverance. And what you said was very key as far as like doing things and not really seeing the results in that time. So it kind of can discourage you and things of that nature. But perseverance is what kind of keeps you, you stick to the plan, right? And the results will come. So that was a great little segue into it all. Now let me ask you, when it comes to fitness and this journey that we've been on, what has worked for you in 2025? Like, what will you say I'm gonna continue to keep doing in
Okay.
that space?
I think not being so all or nothing.
Mm,
I think that like I think it really has set for me that this whole health and fitness journey, it is not it's a marathon, right? It's not a sprint. It's not like I just gotta get to this point and then no. You gotta
no.
keep this is now a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And so I was very much all or nothing. Like, yeah, I'm not having no sleep. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm walking whatever. I'm trying to get 20,000 steps every day. Like that's
Every single
really like
day. Mm,
that's not sustainable for you
design.
in the long run. So this year it was more about balance and it's like, okay, yeah, if I want to have this brownie today, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have this brownie today. Now am I gonna have a brownie every day? No, but before
No.
it was very much like I can't have it. And then I would end up like
Binging.
okay, tearing up a whole
I
pan
mean,
of
just say it, girl, binging.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, so now that I know like it's not all or nothing, I'm okay with having a brownie because I know I can have another brownie another time that I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like all or
Mhm.
nothing. So there's that. Um another thing that has worked is just doing workouts that I enjoy. So, I'm a
Mm,
girly.
that is the one.
Class size, hello. but
Mhm.
So I love doing like hot yoga. I'm a hot yoga girly.
Yeah, you live for a good hot yoga, girl.
I'm such a hot
You
yoga.
live for it. Do you even do regular yoga or is it always just hot?
It's always a heated class, like some version. Yeah, but it's all yeah. There's different like there's like power, hot power fusion, whatever. But like
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
There's levels to it. I don't
there's
want any of
levels.
them.
But I need to be in there sweating like. But I also
Yeah,
just love the
it definitely
sauna,
does
so
it.
I love just like
Yeah.
getting all of that out, like all that extra water weight, and so yeah, doing that and hmm. Another thing that I want to continue, I would say, hmm, I can't really. You know what? I realized
But
this year, I thought that I always needed a pre-workout, like a Celsius and stuff before I worked out. And I think I just, I think I just like the taste because I've been working out just fine without them.
oh wow, girl. See,
So I'm like, I
yeah.
think I can continue that.
Clap it up to you.
Mhm.
I don't think I've gotten there yet. And I think that's one of my things on my list for 2026 that I want to see more of me getting into these workouts without all this, these prerequisites like Celsius, coffee, you know what I mean? Like, because I honestly, in my mind, feel like I won't have the strength for these high powered workouts that I do. Like, they are really high powered for the energy that I got to exert for the, calories I'm trying to burn. I don't know. That is a scary world to me to not go into it with something because I just feel so vulnerable and so kind of weak a little bit. Like, I don't know.
Because I'm like, I mean, you might need the caffeine, depending, you might be working longer hours and not your mom. So you
Right,
might need a little extra caffeine than
you
me,
better
you
speak
know?
my life, girl. Yes,
Mhm.
I need it. Well, at least that's how I feel. But
Yeah. Okay. So what else? What did you like that you wanted to continue this year?
so this year, I think that I kind of found my lane in how I work out. I didn't realize that I do enjoy group fitness
Mm.
and I do enjoy like basically hosting it, like me teaching the group fitness. That is what kept me consistent for 2025, knowing that people are looking at me to show up. Girl,
And you've
that
worked with
you
some of
want me
the
to come
toughest of the
somewhere,
toughest
tell me that a
people.
whole bunch of people is expecting me to come. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I'm telling you, she got patience because she be working with some tough cookies. And
I
yeah.
do. Everybody's got lip. They're talking back. They don't want to do it. They want the results, but they don't want to do none of the work. It's a lot, but that has given me strength and to know truly where my strength lies in fitness outside of what my physical ability is. I've learned I am really good at motivating, and that motivation in turn motivates me.
Yeah.
And to know that I'm looked at as like, my nickname at the at my gym is Workout Wanda. So they'd be like, "Hey Wanda, what's going on, Wanda?" Like my nickname is Wanda. It's so
Cute.
crazy because it's Workout Wanda. And that gives me, my little oof to get up. Like I don't feel like this, but I know these girls, they basically they need me. They need me here because that's what they came to me for, was for the motivation, not that the physicality of it all, because they range in strength and stuff. So it was just more so like, I need someone to get us in here. Like, show us the direction, like, and make it fun. And so that is something that I think 2025 has shown me is like my skill or my power in that, in which I think is helping on my own journey. So that's one thing. I'll say. Do you feel like is that like your thing? Are you more of like a group fitness person or like, what do you think
Like
what did you learn about
taking a group
yourself
fitness class
physically?
or teaching one.
Well, I would say scratch all of that. Like, what do you feel? What did 2025 show you is your physical, like your physical out of your physicality? Like, what did 2025 open your eyes to? Like, you know what? I'm really good at this, or I don't do this, or
Well, it showed me apparently I probably that I'm a sergeant.
now. First of all, wait a minute. Now,
I didn't want to come to terms with that because I didn't identify.
oh, you accepted it. Okay, because I thought you meant like you learned it
Well, I
this
didn't
year.
believe people. I thought that they were just being soft. You know what I'm saying? What?
Talk about
What's
me.
the
Talk
problem?
about me.
No, not just you. You know who else be giving lip.
Yeah.
A certain somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So I'm like, probably I should just, leave that because I don't want to be the sergeant.
I
So,
think that that's part of your, I don't think you should shy away from it. It's just that people know when they come to you, this is what it gives. Because I've learned in 2025, another thing I learned is that in teaching fitness and or however way you put it, I'm more you have to be kind of a sergeant. I'm learning you have to be because if you give people too much room, they just give you all this lip. They tell you what you ain't gonna do, what they ain't gonna do. Like it's just too much.
yeah.
So I think that people do appreciate the sergeant in you. Of course, we're gonna talk about you. Duh.
Yeah.
Can't get around that. But they
Yeah.
appreciate it. So yeah, I wouldn't say
Yeah.
change it. I don't think you should change it. I think
It
that's a
yeah.
part of your thing.
I don't want to, I don't, I teeter between that because, like, for instance, I was doing a workout with a friend and I could see, I didn't want to say anything, but I could see she didn't have the proper form. And then she was like, "Ooh,
I knew it was form. I knew it
it's
was
form.
form.
It's
Like,
literally form." That's really
yo,
the
you're
main thing that I'm saying. But so she was like, "Oh, her back is hurting. Her back is hurting." And I'm like, "It's hurting because she's performing." But I didn't want to say. So then I was like, "Oh, it's because you got to do it like, you know what I'm saying? I got to do it." So it's like when I try to hold back, then it's like you won't get the benefits of the
you
workout
won't get the
because you're doing it
benefits.
wrong.
As long as you mention it and you let her know, like that's something I learned as well in 2025 as an instructor on the instructor side. You got to meet people where they are. And although you're the sergeant and you're trying to give them the correct form, you're trying to tell them how, all those things. Um, like you say, if you're just too much on them, it kind of deters them a little bit from what they're trying to do. Because a lot of them just need to get in. They're like, look, girl, form, I got to worry about that later. And, I've always been a big advocate of that. Like, let's not trip on form too much in the beginning. Now, yes, you do have to eventually get onto form because form is is the whole situation. Like, you
And
got to
to
be doing it
protect from
right for it to
injuries.
be effective.
Yeah,
Exactly.
outside
But
of
I
effectiveness,
totally get that.
yeah, you don't want people to
I
get
totally
injured.
get that. Yeah.
So
Um,
there's that.
yeah, it's one of those things. But what I learned is they're gonna cry and complain no matter what you do. You can let them keep doing it wrong, and then if they find out they're doing it wrong, they'll be on your back about that. Why would you be letting me do it wrong this whole time? But when you're correcting them, they're like, "Why are you on my neck?" Like,
Right.
it's no way to do it. So that's why I just feel like just be how you are as an instructor, and those type of people will gravitate towards you. That
No,
appreciate that.
that's true. I think if people want it, they want it, and if they want to be deterred, they'll find any reason to.
Period.
I'm thinking about one of my friends, GL, who is a trainer, and GL is the sweetest, nicest you person, but but when it's time to get that work in, and he's still nice, but he's gonna tell you, no, you gotta do it like this. This is like these many reps, and some people have gotten deterred, and it's like, well, if you want to get babysat, that's
That's
not
what I'm
the best
saying. Like, baby,
thing.
I can't come pick you up and carry you on my back and take you to the gym and then do the gym work for you and then take you and put you back at home. Like, I can't do it all.
It's
So,
work. Working out. It's work. Yeah.
yeah. So
Okay.
that's yeah.
So going into was there anything else actually in this year that you want to continue to
For
your
me,
fitness?
and not from not from like an instructor standpoint, just me and my personal goals. I will say that 2025 showed me like I wasn't scared to go big. And what I mean by that is like weights. Like you've turned me on the weights. I say that all the time. You turn me on the weights. I never picked up a weight a day in my life. I'm a cardio girl through and through.
Mhm.
But ever since you introduced me to weights, I've just gained a love for it. And I've learned I haven't been scared to like go bigger. Like, you know what I mean? I'm maxed out on some weights and I'm like ready to go up. And I don't know, that's a really good feeling to me. So I will say that 2025 has taught me to just like do it. Just do it. Get into it. I've gained a real big true love for weight training, strength training. So yeah, so that outside of that, I would say, yeah,
Okay.
weights have really kind of transformed me.
So in our last couple of minutes of this, we
Oh,
gotta go into, yeah. So we gotta go into 2026 into this
Okay.
new year. Everyone's, new year, new body. I'm all these new diets and dry January, all the different things. What do we want to take into 2026? What do we want to change up? What do we want to continue? What do you want to do less of? Yeah.
Okay, real quick. The thing with us, I appreciate is that this is not, we don't have to set those goals because this is our lifestyle. We have gotten to a point where this is our lifestyle. We won't have to be like the ones that's like, oh, on the first, I'm going back. This is
Oh
what
yeah.
we've always do, what we always going to do. So that's great. That's a good thing. Going into 2026, I think that I want to carry on my consistency. This is the most I've been consistent, I think, throughout this year. I want to carry that in and intensify it. And like you said earlier, you mentioned like you don't basically have to always bring 100% if that's not what you have to bring when you go to the gym. You bring what you have and you do what you can. But so that's something I want to kind of carry on. Like no matter what goes on, life's going to happen. Period's going to come. Kids are going to be kids. All these things are going to happen, and you still have to show up. And so that's something that I plan to carry on to 2026. I actually plan for 2026 to go back to working out in the morning. I feel like that might have contributed to the success I had before and my goals. I worked out a lot in the morning. Now I'm evening just because of my schedule, and I want to try to kind of like shift back to that just to see if that'll be, make a difference, get me to my goals faster. Um,
So then that means you're not working out when you get off work. You're gonna do it in the morning time
Wh-
before.
Either that, either that or 2 days. So it's either I work out solely in the morning or I do both, where I just do something. I do some walking or stairmaster or something in the mornings, and then do my strength training in the evening. So, uh, but definitely get it in the morning. I think that definitely it plays a part. I've seen it. So
Yeah, I'm definitely more of a morning workout person. I'm not a morning person, but if I let the day get away with me, then it's just not happening.
yeah.
It'll just be too many other things that I have to do. So, I would say for me, moving into 2026, I just want to continue to be kinder to myself. Again, just like the not all or nothing aspect. I've allowed myself to have rest days, like you say. You got the luteal phase, all the different hormonal stuff that we have going on as women. Sometimes you just don't have the 100% to give. Sometimes you have 50%, and that just means just walking on the treadmill at 3 speed. That's all you got.
That's all
Sometimes
you
it
got.
might
What you
not
do.
even be that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If your body needs to rest, you need to listen to that. So just listening to my body and honoring my body, um, but still being consistent, but honoring that like sometimes you just don't got it.
Yeah.
And then also I used to do boxing more, and my boxing gloves have been collecting dust, and I
Yes.
love the way my
That's
arms looked when I was
great.
doing boxing. And so I would love to get back into a boxing gym.
Well,
So
let's do it then, girl. Because I had been thinking that too. I was like, oh, I love that whole concept of boxing. It's such a full body workout. Like it's so insane. Yeah, that's okay. So let's do that.
Angela
Let
Bassett
that
on.
be a thing for us.
Yes, for sure. And I'm like, they're just here sitting collecting. So I would love to do that. And I mean, I feel like I'm pretty much in a good space of like consistency and balance with food, with like eating healthy, just having a good
Yeah,
balance. If I want a brownie or a fry, I'm gonna have it. But then also I'm gonna make sure I'm eating my veggies, getting my protein,
absolutely.
healthy fats in, just like all those things. So um do we have any tools we want to give our dream girls that are doing the whole new year, new body, no, January 1st? They're like
Mhm.
trying to get
I,
the
my only thing I could tell the girlies is, like you said earlier, was to find something like spend the time doing different things. I would promote one tool I promote is ClassPass.
yeah.
And you told me about that. Of course, you always tell me about the good stuff, girl. But no, like ClassPass because that'll give you a chance to do different stuff and find out what is really your thing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I would encourage them to do that so they can figure out what their thing is so they don't have to waste time like hating to work out. Like you want to get it to a goal where you enjoy it. Like you kind of maybe even look forward to it. I know that sounds crazy, but
Yeah.
look forward to your workout because That's what you
Yes,
want to do.
exactly. Doing things that you, whether it's a dance class,
Yeah.
swimming, like hiking, lifting weights, whatever it is, like find your thing because then you will be
Yeah,
more
find your thing.
stuff. And I'm gonna say, look, with the holidays after New Year's Eve and all the drinking and stuff, if you can, let's limit the drinking. I had I don't know what I said. My coworker, she was drinking these big, huge seltzers, two of them every night, and then we added up the calories, and it was almost 500 calories that she was having every night before she went to sleep. And so she was saying, I'm
Oh,
getting an
well.
extra tire around my belly. Because
Mm.
she cut out, she hasn't done anything else, no type of working out, but just cut out drinking every night, 20 pounds.
Wow. Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation
And
that we got to get into, girlies. Is about. I know y'all don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, but it is true. It's very much well true. I'm telling you because not even just the calories that you're intaking, it's the fact that it slows your whole stuff down. Your body starts focusing on burning the liquor before it does fat. So that takes away from what you're trying to do.
you stop burning calories as soon as you start drinking. So I'm not saying, look, I love me a little drinky drink. I love me a little drinky drink. But maybe the drinking every day thing, we gotta peel it back in the new year.
Yeah, absolutely. So maybe we can like ladies, my fun girlies, speaking to you, maybe we can just do a weekend thing. Like you got a moderation. Moderation is key. And just like you were saying about the brownies, you have one and you don't because when you try to tell yourself, oh, I'm not doing any of this, that's when you binge and you fly off the handle. So like if you just kind of make a realistic thing, like, during the week, I'm gonna do this, or according to whatever your schedule is, your days off or your days on, whatever,
Mhm.
just find something. Moderation is key in a lot of things in life. So
Yes.
yeah, no.
I trust. I look. Life be life, and I understand when you want to come home and enjoy a little glass of wine. That wine be tripping us up too, as ladies, because we just think like, oh,
Oh,
have a little wine. Like it shouldn't be.
wine get you there. It'll take you there.
Wine will pack it on too.
It
Wine will
will
pack
pack
it
it
on.
on too.
You know.
It will.
So that little wind down every day. Let's
Yeah.
like you said, and maybe make it into a weekend thing. Have your Sunday
Yeah.
or whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know. And just like you said, finding stuff that works for you, finding foods, healthier options that you like. Um, Eating healthy doesn't have to be something that's nasty. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to
Yeah.
boil Brussels sprouts and eat boiled chicken breast. Find salads, vegetables, fruits, whatever, things that you like and just make it over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
just make your plate smaller. Like I promise you, if again going back to moderation, that's what it goes back down to. Like mine F and F, you know what the
I
F
get cut
means.
off.
Mind F yourself into making things smaller, get everything mini, do things smaller, smaller plates, all that. It's like it's a cycle of the mind, honestly. That can kind of get you into that groove of where it becomes, a lifestyle where you're consistent.
Well, we love you, Dream Girlies. We don't want this to cut off.
It's
And
about to be cut
have
off.
a happy new year. And I hope you guys get your dream bodies this year.
We're getting Dream Bodies 2026. It's not a game. So
Period.
y'all girlies get ready.
All right.
2026 is ours.
For sure. Clock that. All right. Bye, Dream Girls.
Bye.